Unter darin Joba. And then, of course, we've got CEO, CEO. The right one should be change the show, change the show, change the show. I think that's more actually quite correct in that way. So either way, guys, I know what you guys are probably thinking. When you read the title, you were like, your mind was like, Wasman, AEW? That side filled with the dumbest goods? The number twos? The loser brackets? Wiseman. And I'm like, yes, my tribal chief. Yes, my tribal chief. He's going to acknowledge us by motorboating WWE, of course. Well, not exactly, because I believe that I'm actually an unbiased fan. So I'm going to give you my honest takes on it. And first of all, I really like to go straight to it. So first of all, since I actually just like saying out the songs, let's talk about the theme songs. So in WWE, I'm not even going to talk about the old good days where it was actually good, where you had Slow Chemical. Man, one of the greatest theme songs of all time. Small Chemical. Every year tuition festify. Man, the good old days. I walk alone. Oh my God. Those were the days. Jim Johnston was such an amazing composer. But then right now, what do we have? We have Def Rebel, who does the DIY. We are bloody losers. DIY. And we are bloody jobbers. And of course, as I say, they now have an update. Now it's a bit like, it's a bit like chilled, a bit slow, like they do that one like DIY. I'm a loser and a jobber. I'm a loser. I love catering. I'm a jobber. Man, the only good song that Def Rebel actually did was the Tribal Chief song only. That is the greatest theme. That is one of the greatest themes of all time. Like literally, you can actually work out to that song. That's how iconic and how legendary the song is. But then when you actually look at the rest of the songs, my God, they are bloody trash. What is this thing that they do? Def Rebel has this thing where they just like say someone's name, like Chelsea Cringe. Oh my goodness. Or maybe like it's Tiffany Stratton coming to the ring. It's tease time. What are those songs? Those songs are trash. Def Rebel is one of the worst composers of music, and they should definitely be fired. I'm sorry, they just should be fired. We want the old good days of WWE. The theme songs suck in WWE. We only have a couple of good songs. I mean, what songs can you think of were actually good? I mean, American Nightmare, or should I say American Jobber? The song American Jobber is actually not a Def Rebel song. It's a song composed before WWE. It's not even a WWE song. So it's not Kingdom. It's called Kingdom, whatever. So it's not a Def Rebel song. So the rest of the Def Rebel songs suck. What do? They change good songs. I don't know. Like the thing that I had in my mind was that they were probably going to change Randy Orton's theme song. Like, I hear voices crying, I see tensions rising, I hear voices. My God, you know what Def Rebel probably have done? They probably like, it'd probably be something like this. RKO, I hear voices in my vacation, 'cause I am a legend. RKO, 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 RKO. My God. Def Rebel, please, somebody just cancel whatever they cancel that contract. Somebody literally, if I was in WWE, I would have taken that contract and just whipped it off, just right in their faces, because Def Rebel is bloody atrocious, one of the worst ever. And of course, man, in AEW we have amazing songs. Kid Omega's song, I've forgotten the name of the song, whatever, I've kind of forgotten it, but either way, AEW, the great thing about AEW is that they license music, so of course, it's the final countdown, we're living together, the final countdown. Oh my God, man, don't you feel like crying? Oh my God, beautiful music. Beautiful music. Of course, we got the Swerve Strickland song. They go like, yeah, whoa, when I drive, but you drive. Legendary. classic, great. That's what you call an amazing song. Literally every time it just goes, like he enters the ring, I just stand up, then I do my serve when I ride, when I serve, when I, oh my goodness. And of course, Hangman Adam's Page theme song, great, awesome. Sorry Miz. And then Miz's song was actually awesome until he got moved to SmackDown. Either way, of course, AEW wins this one. AEW has better songs. Julia Hart's song, oh my god. That song makes me literally, I would just be sitting like, man, I was just sitting on my couch and like, man, you start thinking about your life, like, man, what have I done in my life? It's so beautiful. Literally, it's one of the most beautiful songs. That song, I love Julia Hart's theme song. Those songs are amazing. Of course, Adam Copeland's song is Metalingus and it was in WWE, so whatever. The point is, AEW wins this one. Definitely, AEW takes the win. So there's the first one. Then number 2, we're going to talk about the champions. So now, we've got world champions from WWE. We have Gunther. Oh, Braun Breaker, I'm going to slap your meat. And then we've got Cody Rhodes. I respect you. You see, Roman Reigns, I know that I am so great because they say I'm the cornerstone and I ramble talking about science and fiction because I am cool. God. Oh my God. Fucking atrocious. And then of course in AEW we have Jon Moxley, and so when we're talking about the World Heavyweight Champions, definitely Jon Moxley beats them all. I understand the current run is not that exciting because all he does is, oh man, you know what? I lost my World Heavyweight Championship. Now I just have a suitcase and I probably have some weed inside. But either way, police officer, don't check it. I'm probably sure that's what actually happens. That maybe he was like being chased by cops and stuff, and the cops stopped him like, oh sir, can I please check your stuff? No, I have nothing, sir. Then he probably hid like his stuff in a briefcase because cops I guess they don't check briefcase. You get the point. The point is, Jon Moxley right now, not really per se a good champion, but overall, Jon Moxley is a better champion. I mean, let's look at Gunther. What does Gunther do? Oh, buddy, I always wear a suit and I'm the ring general because all I do is always stay home like Roman Reigns. You see, Roman Reigns, I'm going to be a better part-timer than you because I am the ring general. Should change actually his name from ring general, I don't know, to jobber general, something like that. Or maybe to home general, because all he does is be home. That's what he does. He's like a home supervisor. That's what he is. He's never around. Even Roman Reigns is like, Jesus! Man, literally, what is that? Gunther is one of the worst heavyweight champions. If we're looking at a world champions right now, Gunther and Cody Rhodes are probably the worst champions. What does Cody Rhodes do? You see Nick Aldis, Kevin Owens, thinks that he's so better, but I am Stardust. Oh my God, change the channel. This when Cody Rhodes is on TV, I think of Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné immediately, because it's change the show, because literally they suck. Cody Rhodes and Gunther are one of the worst champions right now, currently. One of the worst. Those guys, both of them suck. So Jon Moxley definitely wins this one because, as I said, both Gunther and Cody Rhodes suck. So that's just how it is. Okay, then we look at the world female champions, I guess so, women's world champions, whatever. So in AEW, of course, we have Mariah May. Of course, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. I'm kind of biased, to be honest. And then of course we have Mercedes Moné, CEO, change the show. And of course, in WWE, we've got it's titties time. Then of course, in Rhea Ripley, I eat, sleep, bleed. I am a jobber. I eat, sleep, bleed. Oh my God. What? I don't think, okay, whatever. What a weird theme song now that I think of it. But either way, if we're looking at the women's world heavyweight champions, like Tiffany Stratton is actually a great wrestler, I'll give her that. And Rhea bloody Ripley is actually, the Rhea Ripley never fights, she's never there. So to be honest, I don't think she's really that great. I mean, the Saturday night's main event match against Nia Jax was okay. I know some people actually were glazing over it. Oh my God, this is one of the greatest thing ever. I was actually watching this match with a box of tissues by the side. Well, I think it sucked. This is just the truth. I think it's. Listen. I won't say it sucked. It was just fine. It wasn't great. It was just fine. It was just a good match, right? So Rhea Ripley, in my own opinion, she sucks. And of course, Tiffany Stratton is actually a great wrestler. If we look at AEW, Mercedes Moné, her promos are trash. And of course, when she's on TV, it's changed the show. But her wrestling is good. And then we've got Mariah May, who's, honestly, people hate on her, but I think Mariah May is actually good, like the things that she does. I mean, my God. I mean, you know what AEW does? There's, oh my God, you know what they do like AEW, like the women's division? They're not like WWE. They're not phonies. You see, WWE, they're like, they use those old tactics back in the day of sex sales, but they use it I would say in a very, like, I don't know, like not in a more, like a very revealing way, but AEW is like, yo, look at this tits. And man, you're like the average AEW fan, like, oh my God, look at those. So man, I mean, that's just how it is. So if I'm basically just judging, if I'm comparing the two, I'll give the W to WWE. Their women's division, the women's world division is great. The women's champions are good. Okay, they win over AEW's, but AEW is still good. So WWE definitely gets that one. Then you look at the mid champions, and we've got Braun Breaker, who's the Intercontinental champion. I know I should speed man somewhere around there. Like, did I hear? My God. I think I had heaven. I think this is heaven calling me. And then of course we've got Shinsuke Nakamura, who is, oh my God, Shinsuke Nakamura is so overrated. He sucks. The only thing good about him is the theme song. My God. And the presentation. You see, WWE's presentation of Shinsuke Nakamura is actually very great. I'll give them that. And I'll talk about the presentation even later on. But either way, Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance, fucking great. Epic, great. Literally, it's I wouldn't say it's mind-boggling, but it's really nice. It's really great. So when I'm looking at, and then I wanted to jump, and then when I look at AEW, we've got Daniel Garcia, who is the TNT champion, the Fandango, the Fandango wannabe, he does this, that dance like it's thrusting or something. I don't know what's AEW, man. They're like, hey, we love it. Hey, guys, we know that you love, like, SEX, so we're just gonna do it all the time. That's what maybe that's the mentality or something. I don't know. Because literally those guys do it every time. And I ain't complaining. And I know my dudes ain't complaining. This thing of like, literally, I need to address this. You see what Cultaholic does? I remember I was like, listening to Adam Pacitti. He was saying, oh my goodness, you see, WWE, back then in 2006 and 2005, they had bra and panties match. Who was watching those? Oh my God, atrocious. Give me a break. No, let me actually tap into, like, of course I'm in Africa. Let me tap into the African side. Get out of here, my brother. Get out of here. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Get out of here. Those guys, literally, every guy who watches that would be like, oh, how? Let's not lie. You don't have to pretend here. This is the wrestling Rambler. This is wrestle yourself. You know what? What did you think of it? My channel name is actually weird. Wrestle yourself. What does that entail? Whatever. The point is, those guys are lies. Okay, we both know. We're guys here. Guys, this is guys. I don't have a female demographic here. And the way, it doesn't matter. The point is, guys, we all know that we love it. All right. So don't even pretend. Either way, I'm getting lost here. But either way, we've got Daniel Garcia, who is the TNT champion. And of course, it sucks. And then, of course, we've got Okada, who is the Continental World Champion. Or Continental Champion. I'm not saying the World Champion. And all he does is, Tony Khan, I can't believe you plays me on TV again. Bitch. Literally, that's the only thing he does. He's like, bitch. He actually does it great. But I'm not actually happy with what they do with Okada. I mean, Okada is a generational superstar. This guy is amazing, right? And he's supposed to be actually going like for the top and supposed to be, I don't know, presented in a much more. I get they're trying to make him like more appealing or whatever, but they were not supposed. Sometimes you don't have to change things. Sometimes you just have to let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Something like that. Okay. I know Vince McMahon, when he gets somebody like a new wrestler, maybe coming from NXT or from the Indies. Oh, John Laurinaitis. Look at him. He smells like he's coming from the dungeon. We know that to change it. Let's change it. Give him a different name. What's his name? Oh, all right. He's called Keith Lee. Oh, sorry. I forgot to do the right one. Oh, Vince, he's called Keith Lee. Oh, Keith Lee. No. Let's call him Dragon Cat. No. He's actually fat. Kevin is fat, so let me call him a butterfat. No, you can't use that, Vince. All right, fat man. Vince, think of something else. All right, Thundercat. So this is what like Vince McMahon likes to do. The point is, some things you just don't have to change them. Just keep them as they are and just embrace it. So unfortunately, I don't know, wrestlers, they love doing this. Okada was supposed to be just who he is. So when you're looking at it, the mid champions, Braun Breaker is an amazing wrestler. The only thing I hate is that this guy is literally all the time. What they do is that he's always on the crowd. He's never on the show. He's always backstage, like seeing Sheamus, like, hey, Sheamus. Oh, seems like you're still getting those burgers, right? You're gobbling on those burgers, right? Cause I know, man, it's burger after burger after burger. Like Drew McIntyre just like popping from nowhere, like a Looney Tunes move, like, alright, Sheamus, buddy. It's burger after burger after burger. So that's just how it is. So Braun Breaker, great wrestler. And then, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, boring, whatever. And then Daniel Garcia, boring. I mean, Daniel Garcia, man, to be honest, if I'm not looking at it in biased lenses, Daniel Garcia to me is okay. He's not great. He's not lighting my holding fire. Not like sleeping, and like holding my pillow like, oh my God, Daniel Garcia. Oh my God. No, like I do with MJF. No, I don't do that. And Okada, I don't know. I feel I'm not really liking his run. So, from basing it from the mid-champions perspective, I would say mid-champions goes to WWE, definitely. So we say the women's champions goes to WWE, and then the mid-champions go to WWE again. But then the world champions, goes to AEW. And then now when we're looking at, what do we have here? Okay, so now we're going to number 2. It's probably number 3. Yeah, I think it's number 3. So either way, now we're looking at the bookers. So of course we've got, I am the game, and I have a $2 slot for a wife. I'm kidding. I mean, Stephanie is great. I just, the Rock joke, you know how it is, and then of course Tony Khan, oh my God, Kenny Omega, you're back. Oh my God, you saved wrestling. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, they're boring. Try to take literally. Like Kenny Omega, like Tony, calm down. What's wrong? Kenny, the Young Bucks, they punched me in the stomach. Right now I was coming from. Man, the bookers definitely goes to Triple H. Triple H is a long-term booker, which sucks. I hate the storytelling of Triple H. We're gonna go to storytelling, by the way, later on. Like Triple H, like what he does, like with the long-term stuff is boring. It sucks. We don't care about it. Like literally the New Day takes 10 years. 10 years to just get one thing established. Like literally Xavier Woods become like, guys, why are you boring us? Guys are great. Look at us. We've got rainbows. Are you homophobic? No, guys. Why? And literally Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, these guys, we know they're supposed to, whatever. I'm not delving on the storytelling yet. The point is, his long-term booking sucks. And Triple H, as a booker, I would say obviously Triple H is more masculine than Tony Khan. Because I mean, I am the game. I am the fucking game, JR. And then compare with, Cody Rhodes, don't leave me, Cody Rhodes. With Tony. So definitely Triple H wins this one, Booker. And alright, so when I'm looking like Booker instant, I would give it to Triple H because Tony Khan, as I said. So Triple H definitely gets this one. And then we go to pay-per-views or show quality. So we look at AEW Dynamite and then we look at Raw. So Raw, of course, is a better show. Raw definitely has more engaging storylines, I'm going to go to the wrestling aspect later on. But when I actually look at it as a show overall, definitely Raw has more product or more meat. You've got like variety. You've got CM Punk, you've got Seth Rollins, you've got you've got I'm the ring general and I'm here to slap anyone who has a fetish here from the crowd. Oh, I have a fetish, man. Oh, come here, fatty. Hey, don't call me fatty because that's just a sign, mate. It doesn't matter. Come here, fatty. Come here. Why do you want me to slap you? Or slap me here, right here. What? Whatever. The point is, I'll say AEW is definitely, AEW Dynamite is actually a great show. But when you compare it to Raw, definitely AEW Dynamite is definitely lower. And then look at AEW Collision. I mean, who watches Collision? So SmackDown is atrocious. SmackDown and Collision are basically, I can't really say they're the same. Because Collision, I guess they have great matches, but they're filled with nobodies. You'll be like, okay, so right now we have Daniel Garcia versus Reyes Ropanga. Like, who? That's exactly what they say every time. So who? So we don't know. So definitely I'll give this one to WWE, definitely with the show quality, and pay-per-views. Pay-per-views, definitely AEW wins them. I mean, I don't know if I would say definitely. If you look at Revolution is a great show. You look at ON, great shows. I mean, the AEW pay-per-views are really fascinating. They're really great. Really, like, the star power of it is very great. But then when you look at WWE, most of the matches, I'll admit they're snoozes. They actually make you want to sleep. But, of course, we've got WrestleMania, we've got Royal Rumble, we've got the Elimination Chamber, Survivor Series, and stuff like that. So, it's kind of tricky. But, I mean, if we're comparing like last year, definitely AEW kind of fell, so I'll give this to WWE. No. I'll give it to AEW. AEW definitely has the better shows. Of course, we've got the bigger ones like WrestleMania and stuff, but definitely AEW has the advantage on that one, so I'll give it to AEW. Happy? Alright, so then we go to the wrestling aspect. When it comes to wrestling, definitely AEW wins it. Definitely, no questions asked. If you're out there saying, oh my goodness, Gunther is a 5-star machine, he's actually better than Will Ospreay. What? Bruh. Definitely AEW wins this one, and you know that when it comes to wrestling, Dave Meltzer definitely breaks up when he's talking about this part, because you know that he's going to be like handing out those 5 stars, handing out of them like it's in Africa, like it's a refugee camp, like something. Oh, what you want now? I've been waiting here for 2 hours. Like, damn it, I don't care. Get back on the line. Whatever. Not really. Doesn't really make sense. I was saying that they give them the pointers. They give like Dave Meltzer gives them 5 stars. Whatever, you get the point. When it comes to wrestling, definitely AEW has the advantage. I mean, you have Will Ospreay, you've got Swerve Strickland, you've got Hangman Page, you've got Kenny Omega, Kaine Bloody Omega. Oh my god, man! AEW wrestlers, when it comes to wrestling, they're definitely top tier. You've got like amazing match. When you look at Dynamite per se, Dynamite has amazing matches. When you look at the wrestling aspect, amazing matches. So definitely it goes to AEW. I mean, if I can think from the top of my head, when it comes to wrestling matches in AEW, probably think of Brian Danielson versus Hangman Page. Brian Danielson versus Kenny Omega, Pac versus Omega, Will Ospreay versus Ricochet, Will Ospreay versus whatever. The point is AEW has amazing wrestling matches. So WWE has, of course, it has some great matches, but most of them, let's be honest, they make you go to sleep. Even Roman Reigns, the tribal chief that I love, his wrestling matches aren't really that great. So yeah, it's kind of like, but yeah, definitely AEW wins this one, definitely. And then when you talk about storytelling, so here's the other part here. When you look at storytelling, when it comes to storytelling, I mean, who can actually ever forget the Bloodline story? That Bloodline story where, like, it was that part where it's like Uso was like, I don't give a I don't give a damn about what the tribal chief thinks. And then Roman was like, what did you just say? Wise man. I can't believe it, I can't believe it, tribal chief. I can't believe it. What should I do? Those times. And then Sami Uso's like, Sami Uso's like, it's not his fault. It's just that lately he's been a little oozy. My God, man, the Bloodline story, one of the greatest stories of all time. Literally that time when Jey Uso, was with Jimmy Uso and then was with Roman. You can never forget that segment. Like, I hate you for what you've done to me. Hey, Oos, you've been bad to me, Oos. Ever since we're a kid, you placed me down, Oos. But you know what? You're out. Then the crowd goes, oh. And I'm out too. Oh my. Oh my God, bro. Literally one of the greatest, most iconic moments of all time. Literally, that Bloodline story deserves to go to the Hall of Fame itself. One of the greatest stories of all time. And of course, we have, I'm going to talk about that storyline sometime later. But either way, we've got the Cody and Roman Reigns storyline. My God. Roman Reigns like, hey, Rhodes, you know what? I wish I respected you, but I don't. You're just overrated. People just like you. You're just a theme song. You're just like my little brother, Seth Rollins. All they do is say, whoa. You're basically the same. You're a number 2. And I say, so Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, and of course, like, have to finish the story. Definitely, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns' story was amazing. The final boss. Man, great times. So definitely when it comes to storytelling, before I actually place my judgment, let's talk about AEW. Let's talk about AEW. We've got Heyman Page versus Swerve Strickland, one of the greatest wrestling storylines of all time. Literally like the banning of the house. Swerve Strickland going to Heyman Adam Page's house and saying, "Hey, bruh, man, I like this teddy bears here. You know what? I think they're gonna take this teddy bear and do some bad things to it." Heyman Page, not the teddy bear, no. And of course we've got Punk versus MJF, which was a legendary story, and it's probably one of the best storylines ever. Like CM Punk saying, "You know what, MJF, you're a huge fan of me, because I always thought that MJF stood for my jealous fan. And one of the reasons is that my picture is in your bedroom wall." My God. Legendary. One of the greatest storylines of all time. So definitely when it comes to storytelling. Of course, we've got MJF versus Adam Cole too, which is really, really great until they messed it up. Then we've got Edge, or should I say Copeland and Christian, which is actually a very great story too. So when it comes to storytelling, definitely WWE takes the cake, because it's WWE. When it comes to story, it's literally their tea here. So definitely WWE takes the storytelling aspect. When it comes to promos, my God, promos. Oh my goodness. So when you're looking at the top guys when it comes to promos in WWE, we can say the CM Punk, we've got Roman Reigns, we've got LA Knight, yeah. And of course Seth Rollins, if he's not doing his clownery or goofiness. And then we've got Drew McIntyre, brother. I'm Drew McIntyre, and all I think about is burger after burger after burger. Of course, and then we've got Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, to say the least. So these guys, so those are the top guys when it comes to promos in WWE, for example. And then in AEW, we've got MJF, we've got Will Ospreay, we've got Adam Copeland, we've got Swerve, we've got Hangman, Kenny Omega, Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, MVP, the list goes on. So when it comes to promos here, it's a bit tricky, because, this guy's a great. Roman Reigns, of course, is at another level, I'm the greatest of all time. I'm the head of the table. Acknowledge me. Man, great stuff. And of course, LA Knight, yeah. Then of course, Will Ospreay, bruv. Hey, bruv, I'm here to win the title, bruv. I'm the best in the world, bruv. Dave Meltzer. Oh man. Alright, I'm thinking of if I should say it or not. Dave Meltzer. Okay, let me make this PG. So Dave Meltzer actually has a picture in his bedroom of me. And when he's... Alright, whatever. You get the point. The point is, when it comes to promos, I prefer AEW's promos, because AEW's promos are more real than WWE promos. If you look at WWE promos, they're kind of predictable. Of course, you have those moments. But definitely, when it comes to AEW definitely has the better promos, and they sound real. They don't sound scripted. This is because they're not scripted at all. So that's why I prefer them. Obviously, Eddie Kingston's a great promo. Adam Copeland, Hangman, great promo. So this guy is definitely great promo. So definitely the promos go to AEW. Then if it comes to realness, in realness, I believe AEW, of course, because let's be honest, there's no scripts. Tony is lazy. Tony's always at the strip poker events, always chilling around. And then I don't know, Christopher Daniels actually calls him and say, Tony, we have a AEW show tomorrow. Hold on, no, really? Well, just tell them to do whatever they want. I'll give you the money. So yeah, definitely when it comes to realness, definitely AEW feels more real, more authentic, because literally those guys, they don't have scripts, they don't have. So yeah, I believe AEW is more real. It's more believable than WWE, because to be honest, in WWE you've got Naomi doing sloppy things, in Nia Jax saying, "I'm going to beat you up." So I believe obviously realness. When it comes to realness, AEW definitely takes the win here. Then we look at presentation. So when it comes to presentation, definitely WWE. If we look at the presentation of Raw, the presentation of WrestleMania, and if you compare with the dungeon, which is in AEW, AEW, man, back in the day, it was amazing. The presentation was really great. It was a breath of fresh air. I liked the way they did it, but now they're now kind of copying WWE. So definitely when it comes to presentation, AEW is definitely defeated. So WWE definitely has more resources, more money, more people, a bigger audience and stuff. So definitely, I mean, WWE back in the day, obviously they had nice Titantrons and stuff. Now they just have generic, it's Monday Night Raw, pow. So that's what they have. So it's a downgrade, but definitely WWE definitely takes the cake. Then we look at Barrios. Oh my god, the company that buries wrestlers the most, I would say AEW definitely buries wrestlers the most. I mean, let's look at Ricky Starks. Let's, like literally, like what they do is that they just, you don't know where these guys are. Look at Miro. Miro just went on vacation, permanent vacation. Like, where is this guy? So literally when it comes to burials, AEW definitely buries people, or they forget people because the roster is bloated and they don't know what to do with the people. So that's the problem that we have, is that burials definitely AEW. Because WWE, I mean, they buried Giovanni Vinci, and the other guys. But if we're just looking like in a larger scope, I mean, definitely, I would say definitely AEW buries people more. That's a problem. So I think this one is the last one, and I know it's very long and most people have actually clicked off. So let's look at the roster. When you look at the roster in general, we've got the women's division. We've got Naomi, who is an atrocious wrestler. Nia Jax, atrocious. We've got Chelsea, cringe, atrocious. You've got Mia Yim, Michin, whatever. Oh my god, man, the roster in WWE sucks. Just the truth. AEW has a great roster. Like, if you look at the roster, like, AEW has a definitely better roster. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, all these wrestlers, great wrestlers. They know how to wrestle. Some of them are great promos and stuff. So definitely AEW takes the win when it comes to roster. So when I'm looking at it from like an overall view here, the company, obviously, that definitely takes the cake, obviously, is WWE. They're bigger, more established. So WWE, of course, wins.